Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Fred Speaks. I pray this podcast finds you in the best of health and spirits. And before we get into our subject for this podcast, I just wanted to send a special thanks to each of you who have been listening in to the podcast, Fred Speaks. And I just wanted to say I really appreciate it, and I want to encourage you to continue listening in. I hope that the podcasts are a help to you, that you get something out of each of them. And so again, I just wanted to say thank you. And so our subject for this podcast is the wedding. And I was thinking about every bride looks forward to their wedding day. There's a feeling of nervousness and anxiousness on that day. They want everything to be perfect. They want their faceless makeup, their hair, their nails, their feet, their shoes, and especially their wedding dress. They want everything to be special and perfect. They want their wedding dress to be a gown that everybody can look on it and be in awe just at the beauty of the gown, of the dress. And they want it to stand out, that it will be so memorable that people will always say, man, that was a beautiful dress that the bride was wearing on her special day. And they want to achieve a beauty that supersedes any day in their life, even if they went to a prom or a ball, formal event, whatever the event was. They want their wedding day to supersede any of those occasions. And I've been to a lot of weddings. I've been in some, and I've been a witness in a lot of others. And I'm just always amazed at just how beautiful the brides are. And they should be beautiful on their day. They should stand out. There shouldn't be anybody in the wedding party that is more beautiful. The bride should be, man, she should be amazing. And that everybody take notice at her beauty on that special day. But I'm always amazed, and I look, and it's like, man, they look so great. And I was thinking about the groom standing there, and he's nervous as well, and he's waiting. He's waiting on his bride to come down the aisle. And just like the rest of us, he is just mesmerized at her beauty. And it's almost like he wants to run down the aisle and just grab her and just let her know how beautiful she is. But although the witnesses that are there, they see that day, but they don't know all of the work and the planning, the preparation that had to go into making that day come into fruition. The bride and the groom are there, the preacher's there, and the witnesses are there. And most of all, God is there to honor their union. A wedding between a man and a woman is always great. However, have you ever thought about the wedding between Jesus and his bride? The wedding will include Jesus, of course, and his bride, the body of believers. His bride will be perfect, without a spot or a wrinkle. Unlike a marriage between a man and a woman, the bride will not require preparation by a wedding party. However, the groom will dress her with a beauty and a gown that has never been seen before with the natural eyes. Her beauty will be defined by her beautiful spirit, which comes from the groom himself. This will be a great day because there will not be any until death do you part. But this will be an eternal and everlasting marriage. Will you be part of that number that make up the beautiful bride? He is preparing us to be married to him for eternity. He wants to give us an everlasting happiness. I don't know about you, but I want to be one in the number. There won't be any separation or divorce, but it will be forever. No more disappointment, sickness, no more death, or the need to say goodbye, but it will never be goodbye. There will not be any darkness or night, but it will always be light or one long, never-ending day. Just like with a man and a woman, there is a lot of preparation to make it to that special day. In order to make it to that special day with Jesus, we must be prepared through him. Every test or trial prepares us to only focus on him for everything, to see him as the only one we can depend on, but most of all, see him as the only one that truly loves us. We must ask him to get us ready for that great day. We will see him face to face and be able to rejoice at the thought of knowing that we will finally be his and always in his presence. And this special day with Jesus will be, man, you're talking about a celebration. You're talking about a rejoicing. You're talking about so many just being you can't even describe it because it's going to be so great that the atmosphere, even the angels, they're going to come to a standstill. They're going to rejoice. Everything that is in existence will rejoice at this day. There will be a celebration unlike any celebration of any man or woman getting married. But this will be a holy celebration, a holy and righteous event that you just wouldn't want to miss it. You just will have to be in attendance to be able to understand how great it'll be. Nobody will be able to come back and tell you, but you have to be in the number to be a witness for yourself, to be a part of it. You have to be there. And I don't know about you, but I'm asking God to get me ready, because I want to be a part of that bride. I want to be the one when he sees us coming down the aisle that he just lights up because he knows what he's invested in us. He knows what he's given us. And to be able to see it as we're coming down the aisle, and it just makes him so happy that he wants to rush down and just, put his arms around us and let us know that he loves us, that he will always love us, that he will always be our everything, that he will never leave us. And that he won't even have to express that. We all would know it, us being his bride and him being who he is. He won't even have to even have a lot of words, but his spirit, seeing his spirit in us, and us seeing that same spirit, and we looking just like him, our spirit just like his. And it was just make him so happy and just overjoyed to be able to take us as his bride. And I don't know about you, but I got to be there. I got to be one in the number. And so that's going to be a great day. That's going to be a great everlasting day to be in that wedding ceremony, to be married to him. And I just wanted to give you a little glimpse into what we have to look forward to, those believers in Jesus Christ. And guess what? He's going to give us an everlasting body that will never die, that will never have to feel pain or experience disappointment, but it will always be just love and happiness and joy and peace. That's all that it will be. It will just be so great. And I got to be there. I got to be there. I don't know how you feel, but I got to be there. And I just want you to think about that as you're listening to this podcast, is that the life that we know now, there is nothing, you can't even imagine what it would be like to be in something that is everlasting, that you don't have to worry about if there's going to be a bad day or if there's going to be something that causes you to be sad. But this is going to be just an everlasting happiness, joy that we have never experienced before. We've had moments through him, his spirit, but this will be just, oh God, this will just supersede anything we can think of. And then to be able to be with him, that we'll never have to be alone, like, a natural bride. There's a possibility that things may not work out and they, may end up getting divorced or have to endure separation. But we won't even have to worry about that. Our groom, he will always be there for us. He will never leave us. He'll be with us all the time. Our watchman, our protector, our everything. He will be with us all the time. And we don't have to worry about him leaving us or him not finding us to be attractive anymore. But he will see us because we'll have his spirit, and he will see us having everything that makes him happy and makes him complete. So with that, I just wanted to share some glimpses of the wedding, and I pray that each of you are able to be in the number of the bride, to be at their marriage. And with that, I want to encourage everyone to join us for another episode of Fred Speaks. Goodbye.